What's up, everybody? Another day, another vlog. As long as you can focus. I do apologize for my face. I'm breaking out so much. I've been having difficulties with my sleeping pattern. I just came from my night shift just right now, so I took a shower. It's time check. It's 8:54. So I did a little bit of my workout, showered, did my laundry, so yeah. Anyways, for today's vlog, we're gonna talk about the pageants I did, my experience, tips and tricks, and all sorts. So let's get started. So I started my pageantry world back in 2013, so wow, about 7 years ago. So I did 2 pageants for that year. So for my first pageant, I actually decided 3 weeks before the pageant, I believe, a few weeks before the pageant. So I had very little time to prepare. The reason why I joined, I was actually scouted by one of the directors for that pageant to join, and I decided to join because, well, I was in clubs already for like building self-esteem, building my youth foundations and all that. So I did that to enhance my social skills and my public speaking. So that's why I started with that. So the title I got for that one, I was 4th runner-up, Miss Philippines Canada Calgary. And then a few months after that, I was actually appointed to the title of Miss Tourism Petite Intercontinental Philippines. So I went internationally to Dominican Republic representing the Philippines. There was about 60 candidates for that, and there's different categories. I actually competed with my sisters with a different category, and a family friend of ours as well for a different category. So I actually was fortunate that I won that title, Miss Turismo Petite Teen Intercontinental. So I went there for 2013 and won that, and then I went back to 2014 to hand in my crown. I think my predecessor, the person that I passed my crown with, was Puerto Rico following. So yeah, that was a really fun pageant. Never expected to go internationally and represent my home country, which is the Philippines. I would have liked to represent Canada as well, but there's another candidates from Canada as well. But yeah, so I did that for 2013. The reason why I started is because of that. Fast forward to 2016 was my next pageant, so 3 years after. I did 3 pageants for that year actually. So I did the provincials for Miss Earth Alberta, and I was fortunate as well to win overall 3rd runner-up, which is Miss Earth Alberta Fire. So I got a title with that because I wanted to represent Canada in an international pageant. So I did that for provincials, and then I did the nationals, Miss Earth Canada. Unfortunately, I wasn't placed for that, which is okay. It was very tough competition, to be honest. And my year, Tamara, she did an amazing job with that. No problems with that whatsoever. So, but I did get top 5 best in gown for that year. So, which was really good considering there's so many girls with so many great gowns. So I was lucky to be top 5 for that. And then the next pageant I did a few months after as well. I actually decided to join this pageant exactly 1 week before the pageant, which is Miss Philippines Canada. So that one was really fun as well. So overall, I was 1st runner-up, so the last 2 people standing was a winner and myself. But I did get the title of Miss Alberta, Miss Philippines Alberta for that one. So yeah, that one was really good. And then fast forward again to 2019, which is last year. I did 2 competitions. So first one was a provincial one as well. Again, I wanted to represent Canada in an international pageant, and hopefully one of the top 5 pageants in the world. So like Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss Supra. So I wanted to do that, so I joined Miss World Alberta before provincials. I don't know what I placed that for that one, but because they were just calling the finalist for that one, and then the final one was the winner. Really had great fun with that one. I think this is one of my most memorable one, to be honest, because of the experience. So overall, I got the Miss Northwest Calgary World 2019 title, because I do live in the Northwest area. And then I went to Miss World Canada National Competition. Fortunately, I didn't place or didn't get any special awards for that one. But again, it was one of the most memorable pageants I did. I think we were the most candidates for that year, if I'm not mistaken. But it's one of the most candidates for the years that Miss World Canada has had. So yeah, what were my experiences? Why did I continue pageantry? And what have I gained? Overall, the beginning, it was because I wanted to build my self-esteem. To enhance my public speaking, social connections, and all that. And then towards a few years after, I decided, why did I do this? So you find your purpose along the line. So my purpose for Miss Earth Canada was to conserve energy and keeping our environment clean, for sustainability, because I mean, they say that there's about 50 years, 100 years down the road, Earth may die. So it's very important for me to have that purpose to serve our Mother Earth. It's the only home we have. So that's why I decided to join Miss Earth first. Because I can't do anything else if I have no home, right? So that's why I joined Miss Earth. And then I found a bigger purpose in serving the youth, the elderly, and the less fortunate, because, well, for the youth, I work very close to the youth group here in Calgary, because of my club, Lions Club. So I work well with them, very close with them. I started with that in serving the community. And then helping the elderly. As a nurse, I work closely to the elderly, and I grew up with my grandparents on maternity side. So you can have that like heart for them. So I kind of see where they're going through, and I can see the hardship that some of them have gone through. And lastly was the less fortunate. Coming from a third world country, which is the Philippines, I saw the difference between what I have here in the first world country in Canada and third world country in the Philippines. So I want to share the opportunities that I have and share it with them. So something along those lines, I have that. I mean, it's not just the Philippines and Canada. My club actually has helped people somewhere in, I believe it was India or somewhere in the continent of Africa. I just wasn't sure now which one it was, but yeah, somewhere along those lines. We sometimes do help somewhere in the South America area as well, so wherever there is need, right? So we do those. Besides the purpose, serving my purpose, I mean, I don't stop there, right? So pageantry is not just where I bring out my purpose. I have other clubs too. Just don't share it a lot with social media, because it's not because I want to brag or anything. It's just that it's out of my own pure heart. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You just don't see it much. Another thing that really made me appreciate pageantry was the friendship that you build and the connections that you build. So each pageant I've done, especially the most recent Miss World Canada, I've built connections. So some people have actually sponsored me. I will show you my sponsors. So I'm very, very thankful for them. And I was able to raise about $3,400 for the charity foundation that Miss World Canada helps. So that one is that one. So I was happy with that. There was it was not just helping me, it was helping other people as well. So the connections that I built, friendship I built with the people I met through different events, because I was able to MC or judge for pageants, all those sorts of things. The friendship I built for each year that I competed, or for each pageant that I competed. I have like at least 3 or 4 pageant sisters that I would call that are very close to me. So yeah, it's just so many people that you meet across the country, across the world. I have some friends from on Facebook that I competed with internationally with in Dominican Republic. So yeah, and I love seeing their posts, that the new competitions that they join and all that. So there's just so many that you would meet, and you enjoy their company so much. And a lot of girls, especially for Miss World Canada, a lot of us are still talking. So I'm so happy with that one. What are my tips for those who are starting, my speakers, who are starting pageantry? What are the tips and tricks here and there? I mean, I don't always win, but I mean, I have a sense of idea of what to expect and all that. I have trained girls and boys or gentlemen that join competitions, pageantry competitions. As I've judged some of them, I've MC a lot of them. So do you need a coach to join a pageant, or before you join a pageant? Honestly, no. I did not have a coach. I had a lot of help. Oh, our dog Mochi. I had a lot of help. My 2013, my first one, I didn't have a coach. But for my international one, the directors for my pageant were actually my coach. So we did proper walking, posing, what to wear, which one to wear, if there's any modifications, makeup, hair, all those stuff. 2016, again, my provincial one, I didn't have any coach. Then my Miss Philippines Canada one, but for my Miss Earth Canada, directors of my provincial one were actually my coaches as well. Actually, my coach for my international one and for Miss Earth Canada were the same. So that's that one. And then I had backstage help also for a lot of my pageants. 2019, this one was my biggest one, because this one I was actually with, I would say, professionals, because they're really into pageantry and they know what they're doing. One of it is my cultural dance director, Kuya Noel Lauren, and his partner, Kuya Francis Gomez. So they were the ones helping me to adjust, because like pageantry is about changing and adapting to the changes. So my walk, they modified. Well, not modified. They put a better version. So I would say my walk version 2.0. My wardrobe. So they were giving me tips and tricks. My hair, my makeup, the gown, how should I walk with it, which one would be better. So I had those. But you don't necessarily have to. But I would advise that if you can, you should. Because again, it's better to have that second opinion, right? For makeup, honestly, when I started pageantry, it was the bold red lipstick. And then it was like the dramatic eyes. So it was that. Then I had to adapt towards because nowadays they want something natural. So like a peachy color, neutral colors, brownish, pinkish color. But honestly, whatever suits your gown, I would say, is what you would go for and what you're most comfortable in. So that's whatever you have to try it out. Honest. Another tip I would say, if you can, get eyelash extensions, like the ones that you actually go for a lash tech, because putting on fake lashes every day is a hassle. So when I did my fake lashes, shout out to my lash tech. So I will put her link here on IG. It made my life easier, to be honest. So you have that lesser time and you have more sleep, because you will lose sleep, especially for competitions that last for a week. Get your nails done. So when I was introduced by my pageant sister Crystal to shellac nails, I don't really get the fake nails now, like the extensions, because I can grow my nails out long, but at that time I did, so it saved a lot of time because it doesn't chop off. Get both of your hands and feet done, so you're head to toe finish. Don't forget to bring safety pins, hair clips here and there, and robe. You need a robe because sometimes you're in your swimsuit waiting and you don't want to be too exposed, so you use that, or when you're going out. So yeah, don't forget those, because the pins, honestly, the safety pins you would need, because at the end of the competition, a lot of times you will lose more weight. I know for my most recent one, for Miss World Canada, I lost a bit more weight, so my dress was actually loose, but it wasn't too bad, because I made the adjustments already. As well as my Miss Intercontinental one, the Miss Tourism Intercontinental, lost a lot of weight with that one as well. So you have to be prepared. Bobby pins, because sometimes you get to do your own hair, because the ones that they provide, sometimes they don't have time to get to you because there's just so many girls. But yeah, be prepared to do your own makeup as well. Do your trial and error. Try on your gowns, try on your outfits, try on your swimsuit if you can before you go into the competition. Bring extra if you have to. It's better to be prepared than you going out and buying it and you won't have time. Practice your Q&A interview. Stay updated to current events. Have a solid purpose. Your background, all of those stuff. And just honestly, be yourself. Enjoy the moment. Don't overthink that, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. Don't compare yourself. Don't look around trying to compare you, what you've tried, what they're doing, because that will just screw everything up, to be honest. So the nerves will be there, but honestly, the experience overall is what you will win in the long run, because honestly, if you step into that limelight, if you step into any competition, you have to prepare, win or lose. Of course, you prepare to win, but you also have to emotionally prepare yourself in losing, because that's the perfect sportsmanship. Because at the end of the day, what have you gained? You gain friendship. One of my beauty pageant sister, Matea Henderson, she's such an amazing person. I didn't compete with her, but she became so close to me, especially when I did emceeing with my buddy for Miss Earth Canada 2019. So there you have it, right? So you just meet so many people, you build the connection. So yeah, if you have any other questions that you guys want answered, or if you guys are looking for coaches, I can definitely recommend some people for you guys that are locally here in Canada. If you guys are wondering if I'm still gonna compete, well, I'll be out of the age bracket pretty soon, but we'll see. I can't speak on a close sentence there. I won't lock the doors for it, but for now, with all the lockdown, the budget, and physically, mentally, and emotionally not ready yet, but we'll see. So yes, we'll see you guys again pretty soon, and we'll see you on the next one.